everyone, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video where we're talking about players linked to the football club in the summer transfer window. And this one is a repeat of a transfer rumour that sounds like it's massively heating up. That's right. The left-back problem is about to be soothed by a Hall soother. You like a bit of that? Yes, love a little bit of pun in the mornings. That's right. Lewis Hall from Chelsea, the player that apparently Chelsea didn't want to sell us, the player that we couldn't get, is sounding very much like he is on his way to Newcastle United. So the story broke yesterday. I think we just done a Rumour Has It video, as you would do, about Kieran Tierney and Cucurella from Chelsea. And then it seemed to transpire and snowball out of nowhere that apparently Newcastle had bid anywhere between 30 and 35 million quid for Lewis Hall, and Chelsea have accepted the deal. And Lewis Hall is travelling up to Newcastle apparently for a medical today, about to sign I think a 6-year deal. Now some of the people are saying it's a loan with an obligation to buy, so I don't quite really know what's going on with it really. But a lot of the reliable journalistic outlets are starting to report that this looks like a done deal, and if this deal is done, holy shit, this is a great deal by Newcastle United. I've waxed lyrically about Lewis Hall before on Rumour Has It. We've got stats just in the corner here, I'm show you in a minute. But a little cameo under Frank Lampard and Graham Potter, and he looked unbelievable at left back. Pace, skill, ability to beat a man, a wand of a left peg, good defensive capabilities as well, positional sense, good in the tackle. Just looked every inch a proper left back, and he was only 18 years old. So if we've got this lad in for 30, 35 million quid, that is a phenomenal piece of business. And you throw him in the mix with Livramento, who's what, 20, 21 or something like 19. Botman's about 22, 23. We've got the base there of a defence that could dominate the Premier League for the next 10 years. We need to get Shaw's long-term replacement in, but it looks like the club are doing the right thing here by, looking at getting Trippier's replacement in while Trippier's still here to learn off. Lewis Hall coming at left back potentially is a huge hole plugged by this squad. We've always talked about the imbalance on the left-hand side. Dan Burns done a brilliant job. There's no doubt about that at all. But this kid is the real fucking deal. Believe you me, he will be England's left back in the next 2 or 3 years, 100%, if he keeps continuing his progress. But don't believe me, let's look at the stats. This is what we're going to get if we get this kid. So excuse the slight fuzziness. It was taken from a screenshot because Mark is occupado, so I've had to fend for myself. The man in the chair is not in the chair today. But you can see there he's 18 years old, Lewis Hall. He played 11 times for Chelsea last season. No goals and no assists, but don't let that put you off. Chelsea were fucking awful last season. Didn't even have a centre forward. The grid underneath is where you really want to look. So 3.17 tackles a game. Unbelievable. Brilliant. Interceptions 1.51, blocks 1.10, clearances 1.50, recovery 6.61, pass completion 80%, crosses is the biggest one of all, 4.68 crosses a game. Holy shit. Next to Dan Burns, 0.49. Could you imagine the amount of goals that this kid could create for Alexander Isak or Callum Wilson by putting in 4.5 crosses per 90 minutes? What the fuck were Chelsea doing up front where this kid is whipping in 4.68 crosses a game and they can't put the fucking ball in the back of the net? They were playing Kai Havertz up front. That's what they were doing. So that tells you a big story about that. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for this. The story is developing every single minute. There's already, Newcastle YouTubers lurking around the training ground to probably see the medical happen and everything else as you do in other clubs. I'm not sure any club has as many as we do, mind you. But yeah, we'll be seeing it if he comes through in a truck and a van, a truck. Fucking hell, was he? He's not a fucking delivery. He comes through in one of the little blacked out window cars or whatnot. Let's just hope there's no little shit bags kicking it this time. Might upset him. He might go back down London. But this is brilliant news if Newcastle can get this deal wrapped up. I mean, the stories is that Lewis Hall's family are all Geordies, his granddad, his dad, his brother. I think he was raised as a Newcastle fan. So that might explain a lot as to why this was accelerated, because he was supposed to sign a long-term deal at Chelsea and got on loan to Crystal Palace. But apparently, according to The Athletic, I think it is, the player wants to play Champions League football. He wants to play for Eddie Howe. I mean, who wouldn't want to play for Eddie Howe? My God. I wonder whether he wasn't sure and he saw the first episode of the Amazon documentary and went, oh, I'll have a bit of that. That guy's a legend. Let me get me up there as quick as you can. But this is an unbelievable signing. If we get this through, done and dusted, over the line, in the bag, I'm absolutely buzzing because this kid is the real deal. And I think he'll be one of the best left backs in the country, in the Premier League. in the next 2 or 3 years. And if he's doing it in a black and white shirt, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Cue the salt from all the big shithouse greedy six clubs. Chelsea need to get money in, though. You can't keep buying defensive midfielders for 100 million quid and not get some money through the coffers. So you only got yourselves to blame, Chelsea fans. They don't look very happy about it, but you know what? I'm buzzing, and I hope that this deal gets done dusted. Maybe by the time you even watch this video, Lewis Hall is a Newcastle United player. But a brilliant signing if we can get it over the line, guys. So let us know what you think in the comments below. We always like to hear from you. If you can, subscribe to the channel. I think we're closing in on the 5K subscriber mark now as well. So getting really close to that. Got a great prize to give away, as we've said previously. Let's keep supporting that team. We'll call United. Let's get ready for a fucking great left back through the door, hopefully. See you later, guys. Take it easy.